Right then, I'm now rating every single WrestleMania 41 storyline. Obviously, it all goes down this weekend. Let's get into all the matches and all the storylines. Let's get right underway with the War Raiders versus the New Day. I'm giving this one a 5. There hasn't really been much to it, but I've just really liked the whole heel turn with the New Day that's been going on, and it's been built up to this moment of them now eventually getting their tag team title shot again as heels. So I'm going to give this one a 5. There's not loads to say on it. I just really like what the New Day's work has been since they've been heels. So yeah, I'm giving this one a 5. Next up, we've got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I'm giving this one a 5. I have kind of enjoyed what's been going with Chad Gable, El Grande, Americano. It makes all the sense for him to be fighting Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Obviously, everything going on with, the loaded mask of El Grande Americano, I think it's got some people intrigued. I'm going to give it a 5. It's been nothing special. It's average, really, isn't it? Nothing special at all, but it's there. It's a decent mid-card match, but it's intriguing to see what might happen in the match. Anyway, next up, we're getting through them quick. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I'm giving this one a 6.5. It's been good long-term storytelling, if we're being real. It's been nothing amazingly special, but I do like how Naomi has turned heel. And Jade Cargill coming back, that's all good. They've done what they can since Cargill's came back. I think it does deserve a 6.5. There is good storytelling to it as well. Former friends, now enemies, going at it. And yeah, Naomi's a heel, which has made this about 10 times more interesting. 6.5 in my opinion. Next up, we go to LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. This only gets a 3. I'm not going to lie. I do like how Jacob Fatu's been built up, but between these two, there's been absolutely nothing really going on whatsoever. And just nothing really to get me hyped for the match. I know the match is going to be good, but there's just not really been much to this whole storyline at all, if we're being completely honest. Fatu got a win over Braun Strowman. He's in this opportunity against LA Knight. He's beaten him down a few times, but it's like there's no really personal feud there. I'm giving it a 3. Next up, we go to Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. I'm giving this one a 7. I feel like it's been good. And to be fair, if it wasn't for everything that was said about Ludwig Kaiser and Tiffany going at Charlotte about her marriages and all that, if it didn't go into real life, it would probably be about a 5. But really, though, because everything's gone on, I'm going to be giving this one a 7. There's a lot of real life heat there as well. So it's been interesting. Could be a 7.5, but I'm going to say a 7 for this one, to be fair. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, got the opportunity. This is going to be a bloody fantastic match. I'm going to give the whole storyline a 7. Next up, we then go to Gunther versus Jey Uso. I'm giving this one a 6.5. I think it's been good. I feel like it's been better than average. Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. I love the fact that that happened. But there's just not been enough to. I mean, it's been getting better and better, but it was recently just Gunther attacking Jey Uso, then having the odd brawl here and there, nothing special happening. But after what Gunther did to Jimmy and had Jey watch it, that made things more interesting. And Jey Uso, becoming a different man going into WrestleMania, I think makes things interesting. So I'm going to be giving this one a 6.5. Could be a 7, but it could be a 6. So I'm saying 6.5. Anyway, next up, we go to Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I'm giving this one an 8.5. Long-term storytelling again. Everything going on with CM Punk and Seth, that came into this. Everything with Roman and Seth, of course, we all know about that. Roman Reigns and CM Punk, obviously with the favour in their match at War Games. Paul Heyman's been a massive part of this whole storyline. He's made it bloody fantastic himself. This one gets an 8.5, and I'm very, very, very bloody hyped to see what's going to go down in this match. 8.5. I've loved the whole story to it. New elements of it coming to it week by week. It's been very good. 8.5. Next, we then go to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. This gets a 1. I don't really need to say any more. Then we go to AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This one gets a 4. Not really being much to it, but AJ Styles is a bloody fantastic wrestler and these two have a great match. they've traded a few words here and there. It was all right on the most recent episode on Raw when Karrion and Logan both went after AJ's win over Karrion Cross. Yeah, it's been less than average. It hasn't been great, has it? Okay. Then we go to Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. This one gets a 6. I mean, it's mostly because of everything that's been going on with Finn and Dominic. What's going to be happening there? It's intriguing. Obviously, it looks like Finn's going to be leaving the Judgment Day. Penta and Braun Breaker have gone at it in a match, so that makes it interesting. And yeah, these four worked really well together in, the assaults that we've seen, the brawls that they've all had. I think it deserves a 6. Then we go to Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Drew deserves better than what he's getting here. Obviously, on the most recent episode of Raw, Drew stole the necklace of Damian Priest. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, then we go to Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. This one gets a 4.5. It's just all been a bit of a mess, hasn't it? With everything going on with Rhea Ripley. I guess she does need to be in it because there wouldn't have really been any spite between Io and Bianca. But yeah, Io's been the more of outsider. Hasn't really been anything amazingly special at all, this storyline. So it gets a 4.5. Could be a 5, but I'm giving it a 4.5. Anyway, then we go to Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, the main event out of all of it. The main event out of night 2. This one gets a 9. We all love heel John Cena. It's absolutely class. And Cody Rhodes is one of the most, probably one of the best baby faces we've ever had in the WWE. It's an excellent storyline. It could be a 10 if John Cena appeared more often, but from what it has been, it's part of the character as well, to be fair. Too good for it all. But yeah, this is going to be a bloody good match, and the story has been intriguing. Of course, it has. The promos that these two have both cut together is absolutely unreal. The promos John Cena's done, the promos Cody's done. It's been a bloody good build-up. And even when, John Cena hasn't been there, Cody's still been fantastic in the feud. And John Cena, when Cody hasn't been in the ring, honestly, his work on the mic's played fantastic, especially as a heel. So yeah, this one gets a 9. I can't wait for this match. Anyway, bit of a few lackluster storylines in there, but the both main events of both nights have played fantastic in my opinion. Anyway, thank you.